and again.
Where it's not something I ever thought was reportable.
Natalie Portman's ex.
When Natalie Portman was lured onto a private jet by a Hollywood producer. Know the details here. Natalie Portman revealed how she was lured onto a private jet by a Hollywood producer. Read the story here. You won't believe this. Natalie Portman dropped a bombshell about a wild experience from her early Hollywood days. The Black Swan star revealed that a producer lured her into a private jet alone.
Others emerged, both in the US and here in the US, the two of us, and then one bed was made on the
Every woman going through divorce should get to have Rihanna.
What was supposed to be a routine flight turned into a creepy, manipulative encounter that Portman is finally opening up about. In an interview with The Mirror, Portman spilled the details. I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I accept a flight on a private plane with a big group of people? And I showed up, and it was just the two of us. And then one bed was made on the plane. Yup, just the two of them. One bed. That's some red flag severe material.
I ever thought was reportable.
Natalie Portman's ex Benjamin Millipede is
Natalie Portman on Hollywood's sex scandal. When a
writing in an
This ordeal goes back to when she was just a 13-year-old, starring in Leon, the Professional. Portman says people were commenting on her body even back then, turning her into a target before she even knew what was happening. I normalized harassment and discrimination, she shared. I didn't realize it was happening. That's heavy, especially for someone who was a kid navigating the mess that is Hollywood.
Every woman going through divorce should get to have Rihanna say it.
I went from thinking I don't have a story to
I don't get excited about anything.
It wasn't until the Harvey Weinstein scandal blew up that Portman saw just how messed up things had been. I was scared, she admitted, reflecting on how manipulative that private jet situation was. And trust me, she wasn't the only one. Weinstein's name is linked to over 50 sexual abuse allegations, and big names like Kevin Spacey aren't exactly off the hook either. Meanwhile, stars like Sylvester Stallone and Ed Westwick denied the claims against them, while Dustin Hoffman said,
writing in an Instagram post June 9th,
being numb to it. But if you spent all your time
in the pics, the two displayed some heavy PDA as they
she was on.
It's not reflective of who I am. But let's be honest, this isn't just about one guy. It's a whole system that's been broken for way too long. Portman is convinced the Weinstein fallout is going to change Hollywood for good. There are so many things we take for granted as part of our world, she said. A lot of things we just put up with, maybe because we were numb to it. Sounds like she's talking about all of Hollywood in the 90s and early 2000s. And she's spot on.
who was still in the middle of her divorce.
I heard everybody coming out was, wow, I'm me feel comfortable, and that was respected.
If women spent all their time calling out the mess behind the scenes, that's all they'd be doing. The Black Swan star is just one of many finally speaking out. Her story is a wake-up call about how much the industry took advantage of young talent. But now, she's flipping the script, speaking her truth, and helping rewrite the narrative for women in Hollywood. The Weinstein scandal and the Me Too movement are shaking things up in a way no one can ignore.
As they
She was on board and realized it was just her.
telling Vanity Fair in February, it's terrible.
Claims of harassment have also been made against actor Kevin.
Divorce was made
And honestly, Portman's bravery in telling her story is a game changer. She's helping rewrite the script for what Hollywood should look like in the future, where harassment is no longer part of the deal. We're here for it, and for the women finally stepping up and demanding a new era in the industry. That's what we can say. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this News Office channel. We thank you all for your support. Wait for other artist news. Stay loyal to this. Thank you.
Others, she only like a ton of bricks. How shameful an industry.